Hey YouTube, how's it going? How you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. If this is your first time checking out Truly Divine's channel, what is up? My name is Amy. If you're returning, welcome back. Definitely a great and interesting message to say the least for you guys for Wednesday the 2nd. So with that, definitely a message for somebody. So as usual, we're going to start off with your oracle card. So today is talking about owl, and it says, listen to the messages of the angels. All right. It says, this is the card of the wise teacher, and you are being advised to use your knowledge carefully. You are not just imparting information. When you communicate, the energy in your aura is raising the frequency of those you speak to and helping to enlighten them. This is a scared mission. Start to notice how people are drawn to you and choose your words judiciously because you have more impact than you realize. Be aware that you are clearing and cleansing the energy around you. This means that you need to take extra care of yourself and rest more. Give yourself time to absorb the messages of the angels. That's really beautiful, though. So this really speaks to those who are kind of in the same journey that I am on. You know, this is really speaking to anyone that's an empath, intuitive, that watched me, well, clearly. If you have a thirst, or if you've been really wanting to explore the tarot world, or even like the intuitive reader, like not intuitive reader, like the tarot cards in general, if you've been wanting to aim to go that way, I feel like for whatever reason, like this is like validation for you guys to do that. And I like how Spirit does stuff like this. Like they come through and they try to like, I don't want to say use people, but it's kind of like, when Spirit sees someone that wants to learn, they will get the message to them in a way. So I feel like whoever needs to hear this today is about, if you've been wanting to read tarot cards or learn more about tarot cards or become, you know, do this kind of work or just helping people in general, I feel like this is your validation that one, you are on the right track if you're already doing it, and two, this is something that is like a yes. That's what I'm hearing. But for excuse me, for those people who are already doing it, who are empaths or intuitive readers that follow me, I feel like you need to know that you have a gift, and your gift is helping people. And what you do is from Spirit. It's unexplainable. Not a lot of people are going to understand your journey, but you've got to have confidence in yourself that you're doing what you need to do for you, and you're doing what your heart is telling you is right to do. So with that, I know that that's a really specific message for somebody, but I feel like maybe you've been feeling like your work is not good enough, or maybe you've been feeling a little, I don't want to say crazy, but that your messages aren't hitting the right type of people. I just want to let you know that they are. Things kind of sometimes go off like really, really quick. And then other times things just seem to really go slowly. So I feel like you could just be in this period right now. Sorry guys, there's a huge ass, I don't even know what that is. I'm seeing a lot of weird animals, not animals, but like insects. So I don't know, I think it's a male mosquito or a female. Anyways, so I just feel like you guys are on the right track, okay? And for those that are not intuitive, for those who came across my channel, my message, or the message that I'm hearing for you, is that you guys are on the right track as well, and that the angels are going to be coming towards you with some messages. So keep yourself open at this time, all right? So moving on, I feel like where you guys are today, some of you are in this place where you feel really heartbroken. You feel like you're in separation mode. I don't know if you're like literally like separated from a person. Maybe you guys have broken up. Maybe there's just no connection right now, but it's in this place of really being like really upset. And not like, it's not like, oh, yes, it is upset. I'm trying to go around it, try and make it so it's not so negative, but right off the hop, that's what I feel. I feel like some of you are going through this area where it's like you can't figure out why you feel the way that you do, and you can't figure out like how to control your emotions, because it just seems to be all over the place right now, especially with the Three of Swords coming up. All right. I feel like this can be stemming from family issues. You guys could be having a lot of family issues going on in your dynamics around you and your atmosphere. And just know that when there's stuff going on in your atmosphere, guys, and you attach yourself to that, or it attaches to you, that's going to cause you guys to have those moments of like just really like saddened energy. Like I feel like for whatever reason, like there's really like sad energy that has attached itself to you, and that could be why you guys are feeling in this heartbreak mode, because it's not me. So some of you with the Three of Swords coming up. So in my journal that I have beside me, I wrote down the words burdens, trust issues, and regret when I saw this card. So that tells me a lot of you guys could be having burdens right now, just carrying on way too much, feeling like you're doing everything and you know you don't have any help. It could just be as simple as you know, you being a single mother and you're trying to like get all the housework done today, and it's like your kids come home from school and they just throw their stuff all over the place and they make a mess in the kitchen, and you know it just seems like an endless feeling today. That's what I'm feeling. Like it doesn't matter. It's just you just feel alone. You feel like you have no one but you. It's like you have to do everything when it comes to that burden. That's what I'm picking up. For others of you, the burden is just, you know, again, just taking on too much. It could be with friends, family, but there's trust issues and regret also coming through for me. So this talks about you guys being in this place where you've been burned or hurt so many times before, then now it's like you have really taken a step back. You have really had to reevaluate what you want. And right now in this place where you are, it's kind of like, you know what, I don't want to get hurt anymore, so I'm not even going to put myself out there. And the thing is that when you close yourself off like that, you're going to miss out on opportunities. So Spirit's kind of coming through and saying, yeah, we understand you're upset. We understand you're lost. We understand you've got a lot going on with your life, but do not shut your heart up to love. All right. You do feel bound and tied to someone. So that with the Eight of Swords coming through, this just tells me that there's some attachment that you need to kind of disconnect from. I don't mean that you have to close your feelings off towards people. That's easier said than done. That is something that you're going to have to gradually do. But as far as the attachment itself, you can detach yourself from some people. You can just keep telling yourself over and over, you know what, I may love this person, but right now, keeping this energy or keeping this connection alive right here, I need to disconnect this right now so that I can work on me. And that's what I feel like, because honestly, you being bound and tied and stuck to this person is all based on fear. It's all an illusion that you've placed in your head. You can escape this. She can easily get out of this, but she's not doing it. So I know that it's all up in here, right? So it's like being in this place where Spirit says, you know, there are moments in life when you have to ask yourself, is holding on to this person doing me any good, or is it actually causing me more grief and more anxiety, right? So you just got to ask yourself where you are in your journey right now. You know, do you have the right type of people near you? And that leads me into the Six of Pentacles. So I do feel like you guys could be dealing with a lot of people who are in and out. Okay, so these are the type of people that they come in when they want something, and then when they get it, they're gone. It's kind of like they ghost you, and then they come back in, and then they leave again. And it's like, you do it for the first couple times in a way because you don't want to be alone. Like that's your attention that you're getting, but you're getting the wrong attention. You think that that's all you deserve, and Spirit's kind of coming through and saying like, no, that's not all you deserve. You deserve way more than that, right? So it's like being in this place of, you know, I know you're the type of people that want to help other people, but sometimes you have to take a step back and help yourself. So yeah, there's going to be people in your corner that are always going to be around when they want something. But again, that's something where you have to say, you know what, I don't mind helping other people, but I need to make sure that I'm not hurting myself in that process. Okay? Because some of you, you know, maybe you've been sitting around kind of asking yourself, you know, do I, again, see, it all seems like, do I have the right type of people in my life? You know, cutting people out of your life is not an easy thing, guys, especially if you know them forever. But when you cut those people out of your life, you're going to put so much peace and harmony and so much, more. It's like when you cut the cords to that negativity, Spirit embraces you with so much positivity. Spirit embraces you with so much peace. And it just feels like you may lose a part of you from that process, but you gain so much more. So sometimes you just have to cut those people out of your life and realize that, you're going to eventually get a whole brand new load of people. The King of Cups, guys, you guys are in this place right now where it's like, you know what? I don't know where my life is going, but I'm okay going into this direction of just staying in my lane, moving forward, going after what I want, working towards what I want, improving myself, improving how I react to people. And it's like you're just in your own element right now, holding your cups, taking your blessings in, taking your abundances, checking your surroundings. And it's like you're just in this like vibe of just being content, and I think after what we've all been through in general this year so far, for a lot of us, just being able to say that I'm in peace and I'm content is exactly where we should be. And if you're not there, if you're not in that peaceful content and you're still in that Three of Swords energy, you've got to ask yourself, what in my life needs to change, because something is obviously needing to be looked at. We have been on this journey that I like to call a journey of discovery. I know personally I've been on my journey of discovery the last 6 months, and I swear the first 3 months of being single, I thought it was the worst thing ever. I literally hated it. I was so depressed. I couldn't get out of this funk. And it was like, I was so angry. I was so mad because I was like, all the stuff that I've been through, and now I'm back to square one, and now I have to start again. And like, it's like, I couldn't find myself at the beginning, and it was really frustrating. So I don't know if anyone feels that way, but this is what Four of Wands reminds me of for you guys right now. It is, I didn't know who I was. I don't know if anyone can relate to that. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know who I was as an individual, because for the last 16 years, I've been attached, right? From current relationships. I've never really been single longer than 3 months. So being single now for 6 months, I had to like literally start from scratch, regroup, look at myself and, look back on all of like the past mistakes and past hurts. And I've had to do a lot of healing, guys, before I get too off. And this is where I feel like this Four of Wands is coming into, is that I had to go in like retreat mode. And this is what I see with this house right here, is that someone needs to just, zone out for a little bit, to realize that you are on this self-discovery journey for a reason. It may suck. You may be like crying yourself to sleep every night. You may be hating the world. You may not even understand a single minute. But I swear, and I'll tell you that leaving these situations, leaving these certain people behind, I've not only found so much peace in my life, but I have been so much more focused on my kids, so much more focused on myself, on my business, and things just are starting to make sense. And I am nowhere near where I need to be, but I know that I'm so much more better than where I've been. So that with that Four of Wands coming up, that's just telling me that you guys need to get to this place where, happiness cannot be found in another person. It has to be found within yourself. And until you can get yourself to a place where you say, I don't need anyone. I may want someone, but I don't need anyone, That's the thing. When you're constantly relying on everyone else, and I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. I'm saying that if you have a partner who's always there for you, has your back, you can talk to them, that's fantastic. That's a relationship worth having. But you still need to learn to stand on your own 2 feet, because what happens if that person decides the next day that you aren't what they're looking for anymore, and they just walk out and you're left standing there broken and wounded And it's like, then you're going to be asking yourself, like, who am I? I'm not anyone without this person. That's what I'm trying to say, guys. Do not, I just feel like do not place all of your being in one cup. And I know that's easier said than done when you're married, and I'm not saying go cheat. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying you are still an individual. You are still a human being, and you are still yourself. And you need to be looked at as an individual too. So don't lose yourself in the process of these relationships, these situationships, or these marriages. So the Four of Wands, that's for me is, there just comes a time when you go through those stages after a breakup, and it's like you cry and you just hate yourself and you're depressed, and then in the middle you kind of like, you start regrounding yourself, you start refocusing, you start working on you start putting that energy back to you, and it's like eventually that pain, that hurt, it's all going to leave. And with the fire burning right now, it's like you finally realize that you're okay. You're not thinking about them as much. You're not, you're in a different place. So sometimes we just have to release what's no longer working. And that was my whole rant. But I like giving my personal touch, because I really feel like I can really relate to a lot of people, and I'm hoping people can relate to me. And yes, this is about tarot cards and a message, but I feel like if I can be personal with you guys, and you guys can be personal with me. So with a Fool coming up, guys, you've got some major choices going on today. I feel like just trust and have courage and have faith that you guys are going to be on the right direction for you, because you're totally on the right track. Even if it doesn't feel like it, even if you have no idea where you're going, just know that Spirit's coming through today and saying you're totally on the right track. Just keep moving forward. You're going to have so many reasons to celebrate too, because we have the Nine of Cups. So you're going to have victory. You're going to receive that emotional fulfillment that you want. For those who are recently single, just take this time for you right now. New love will come when you're ready, and Spirit will bring it into your life. But right now, you need to work on healing and keeping yourself grounded and keeping yourself focused and just repairing. Okay? Some of you could be Princess of Cups coming up. So this tells me that you guys could be in this place of finding out you're pregnant, giving birth, or someone close to you is finding out they're pregnant or giving birth today. Well, it doesn't have to be giving birth today, but in general. But it's also about you just regrowing or vamping, or just, I feel a whole bunch of changes. You're just loving this new you, and if you're not yet, you will. That's the thing. You will go through those stages, and everyone does. But, it's just taking it all in. It's a lesson that needs to be learned. Some of you could be working on a project too, because I feel like there's something that you guys have started and maybe you stopped, and then now you're kind of thinking about restarting it, because project was a big thing coming up. But I just feel like, you've got so many feelings going on, so many emotions, so many blessings. Like everything is overflowing right now, and you're kind of like a waterfall with this Ace of Cups coming up. It's just like you can't stop the tears. You're constantly crying, and it's like Spirit's like, you need to breathe, you need to ground yourself, you need to stay focused, and you need to know that everything that is meant for you is here. You're going to be okay. All right. So you're going to have your happy ever after with the Wheel card coming up as your last card. You are ending cycles, and some of those cycles really hurt. I totally get it. But remember that when one door closes, another one constantly opens. So hopefully that helps you guys a little bit, or a lot. So your guidance message today says fresh air. Your body needs refreshment from oxygenated air generated by grass, trees, plants, and flowers. Spend time outside today as near to Mother Nature's cradle as possible. Open your curtains and windows to refresh your home as well. The angels sent you this card because you need some fresh air. You've been indoors far too long, and your body and soul crave oxygen. Open the windows in your home and office to air them out. Then go outside yourself and breathe deeply. If you live in the city, make an escape to the country as soon as possible to breathe some much needed fresh air. Keep plenty of live plants in your home and office to ensure the steady circulation of oxygen. Exercise outdoors, get some sunshine, or travel to a sunny environment. Spend time around trees or plants, reconnect with nature, bring some fresh air into a still situation or relationship. All right, so that was just extra guidance for you guys for today. So I really hope that makes sense. Let me know, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You guys know I love you. I am sending you guys all love and light, positive vibes for Wednesday, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Take care.